you play your cards right, you can win $32,000. And now, the host of Card Sharks, Bob Eubanks.
Well, thank you, Gene Wood. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Card Sharks. Okay, we've got a sporty little car to give away today. Like Gene told you, we have a lot of money, and we have two very lovely dealers. So we will start our show, as always, by introducing our dealers on Card Sharks, and here they come right now. There's Susanna Williams and Lacey Pemberton. Aren't they? Whoa! Girls dressed up for the Marines, didn't you?
Make sure you're awake.
You look very beautiful, and if you'll deal out those cards. We're going to start with sudden death, you guys, so nervous up. Let's get our Card Sharks in here right now. Come on. Kat and Frank. Hi, kid.
Hi there.
Kat is our champion. She's won $4,000 so far. The lady from South Carolina. Okay, Kat, what's Kat stand for?
Well, actually, my real name's Peggy, and Kat's kind of something I picked up in college somewhere along the line. So that's what all my friends know me by.
I won't ask you why they called you Kat.
I'm glad.
I shouldn't ask you. And you're from Columbia, South Carolina, is that correct?
I sure am, yeah.
And you're, what do you do for a living?
I'm a flight attendant, and I'm real excited. This week I get to start to fly to Europe this week.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Well, nice to have you back with us. Frank, tell us about you.
Okay, Bob, I'm originally from South Florida, born in Key West. I now live in Chicago, and when it's not so cold, I teach sailing and scuba diving.
Right.
Drove cross-country, did some skiing in Colorado, and I love the California weather. However, the earthquake was not a lot of fun.
Oh, come on. What would you rather be, an earthquake or a tornado? Now, give me a break.
Depends if I had a basement. If I had a basement,
yeah,
I'd be in the...
I can answer you right now. Okay, let's get it going. We're going to pick it up where we left off yesterday, and that means we're going to play sudden death. Fourth and final question. Someone has to win the game on the next play of the cards. Control is really what you're looking for. And this question is for you, Frank, and all this week in our studio audience, we have 10 bachelors from the United States Marine Corps. Gentlemen, please. Now, first of all, guys, let's get rid of the woo, woo, woo. I'm not Morton Downey Jr., okay? Now, before the show, we asked these 10 Marines, was there a moment when you really didn't think you could make it through basic training? Frank, how many of these 10 Marines said that there was a moment when they didn't think they could make it through basic training?
Well, Bob, I am a former Marine, went through Parris Island, South Carolina, years back, and the amount of discipline that it takes to continue 13 weeks of training is enormous. I think every Marine goes through that, so I would say at least 9 of them.
9 of them. Let's see what Kat thinks about this one.
I agree that it's probably going to be pretty high there because even flight attendant training was about 6 weeks, and I thought, I'll never get through this. You know, just went, no.
Believe me, there's a bit of difference between flight attendant training and Marine training.
So I thought that would be hard, but I'd have to say it's lower. You know, some of these guys are tough.
The actual number of these Marines who said there was a moment when they didn't think they could make it through basic training is 4 of them. Yeah, Kat, it was a lot lower. Which 4 of you guys, raise your hand if you would, please. Which 4 of you said that you just didn't think you could make it? Raise your hand, please. 1, 2, 3. Harry, why didn't you think you could make it, pal?
Well, actually, the first night was a culture shock because the change that happened suddenly, and the drill instructor walked in with a garbage can and threw it across the squad bay.
And wait, what time did you go to bed?
2 o'clock in the morning.
And what time did the drill instructor come in?
About an hour and a half later.
And he dropped the garbage can?
He just threw it in the middle of the squad bay. And we woke up in shock. One guy was crying for his mother. So that sort of... I asked myself, what the hell am I doing here this time?
Yes, okay. Thank you, gentlemen, for sharing your stories. It's going to be nice having you with us this week. Okay, let's play sudden death now. Kat, you have the control, my dear. These are your choices. You can play it out if you make a mistake. Frank wins the game or pass it on to him. He must play off the 10. If he goofs, you win the game. What are you going to do?
I'm going to have to play.
Going to play it all the way across. All right, good luck to you. Here we go.
Lower.
Lower than the king, it is.
Okay, lower again.
Lower than the 10, it is.
Higher.
Higher than that 7, it is.
All right, lower.
All right, if it's lower, you win the game. If it's not lower, Frank wins the game. Lower than the 10? Yes, it is. Woo. That was tough. I mean, you had some real lousy cards there, too. Good for you. Okay, first game is yours. $100 out of your total. Frank, the pressure is on, my friend. Lacey's going to deal out cards from the same deck. We'll start game number 2. We come back right after this. Card Sharks, all right. Now we're going to start game number 2. And, Kat, the question is for you. Cards have been dealt out from the same deck, so let's get it going right now. Michael Dukakis' wife, Kitty, admits that she used to hide new clothes from her husband to keep him from finding out how much she was spending on her wardrobe. So we surveyed 100 married women and we asked them, have you ever done that? How many married women have hidden new clothes from their husband?
That's the perfect question for me. My mother does that all the time. I mean, we go shopping and she's like, well, let me go put this in the trunk. And I'm like, well, let me see what you got. And she's like, no way, because your dad's here and he'll see it. So I think a lot of women do that. I'd say it has to be about at least 78.
78 out of 100. Frank, what do you think about this?
Well, I'm not married, but I do have a girlfriend, and we've talked about the different clothes that she likes to buy, and it's kind of a sticky point, but I think it's going to be a little bit lower.
Lower? Okay, the actual number of married women who have hidden new clothes from their husband is 44 of them. Yeah, with a heck of a lot lower. Do you do that?
Sweatshirt? Yeah.
That's your wardrobe? You hide a sweatshirt now and then, all right? Poor Ralph. Okay, you ready, Frank?
I'm ready, Bob.
There's
All right, let's go lower.
Lower than the 8. How about a 9?
Let's go higher.
Higher than the 9.
Oh.
No, not higher. Cat gets a free chance at the cards. You can't change the card. Didn't win the question, babe. King.
All right, lower.
Lower than the king. 6.
Higher.
Is it higher? Yeah.
Higher again.
She's going on. Higher again. Yeah.
Freeze.
Oh, you didn't want to play it out like you did last time. Okay. The 10 is right there. She's 1 card away from winning this match. Nervous, Frank?
A little bit.
You teach scuba diving in Lake Michigan?
Lake Michigan and the surrounding rivers.
Must be, what, 31 degrees in that lake?
Right now, it's frozen. There's good sheet of ice.
Grief. Okay, this is an educated guess question for you, Frank.
All righty.
Tell me, what percentage of all the 12-year-olds in the United States have never had a dental cavity? What percentage have never had a dental cavity?
For all the 12-year-olds in the United States?
Yeah.
I'd say 25%.
25. Kat?
I think that would have to be a little bit higher, you know, because a lot of kids at that point are pretty good about it. So it's going to be higher.
Interesting how science has helped us, hasn't it? Because the actual percentage of 12-year-olds who have never had a cavity is 42%. Wow. Isn't that amazing? Almost half. All right, Kat, change the 10.
I'm going to change that card.
See what Lacey has for you. The 10 is now an 8.
All right. Lower.
Oh, this is for the championship to play for the big money in a new car. Is it lower? You bet it is. She said goodbye. I'm coming over here. Frank, we have some nice prizes for you.
Okay,
Thank you very much for being with us. We'll see you again. You're not anxious to play, are you? See you, Frank. She came running over here. Let's play this big money. Okay, come up here, my dear. Now, the ladies are going to deal out a deck of cards that you cut a little earlier. Let me remind you of a couple of things, as if you didn't know. You can change 1 card per line. Minimum bets are $50 each time. And the nice thing about all this is you're playing with our money. We're going to give you $200 of our money to play with. So you've got the money, and here we go. First card coming up, $200 in your pocket, and you happen to have an ace.
All right, lower. All of it.
All of it, yeah. Betting it all lower than the ace. Now you got a 9 and 400.
Okay, well, we're going to change that with the 2.
Number 2, all right. Let's see. The 9 is now a king.
All right, all of it lower.
Can you bet it all? She's betting all of it lower than the king, and it is.
Okay, all of it higher.
All of it. Woo! She's betting it all higher than the 6. No! It's okay. It's okay. Up here, you've got $400 and a 3. Let's mend some money now. Come on.
All right, 300 higher.
300 higher than the 3. Ah!
Woo!
$100,
okay, all of
Kat.
it higher than the 2.
Gonna bet it all higher than the deuce. Now you got
Oh, we're changing
200.
to 1.
Change the card, change the 10. 10 now becomes an 8, and you've got $200.
Okay, $100 higher.
100 higher than the 8. No. Back to 100 you go. Just ugly, aren't they? Wow. Okay, what are you going to do?
All of it higher.
I'll bet it all. Sure, she can bet it all higher than the 4, and it is. Heck.
Oh, well. Let's get that car.
Yeah, let's get that car. Okay, your winnings are now $4,400. And speaking of the car, we're going to give you a chance to win that sporty little car right now. And Gene's going to tell you about the car. Come over here, Kat.
Presenting the new Suzuki Sidekick. Contemporary styling with a tough, rugged, and gutsy performance. Comes equipped with standard features and California emission. Good luck, Cat.
Come on, Cat. Let's win the car. Now, here's how you can win the car. I'm going to ask you a question about our 10 bachelors in the United States Marine Corps standing right down there. And then I'll ask you to go over there and register your answer on our range board. So, Susanna, may I please have the question? Over here. Thank you. Here's the question, Cat. Before the show, we ask our 10 Marines. There's no answer on this card, so I don't mind her seeing. Are you a male chauvinist? How many of these 10 Marines admitted they are? They're male chauvinists. If you would, please go over there and place the marker on your answer. You say 7 of the 10. Geez, fellas. Well, if you're right, if it's 7, you win the car. If you're off by 1, if it's 6 or 8, you win another $500. The actual number of these Marines who said they are male chauvinists is only 2 of them. You must have more faith in the United States Marine Corps. All right. $4,400. That's what our winnings are. We'll be back to meet a new challenger right after this. Don't go away. Cat, it's time to meet a new challenger. So, Jim, won't you join us on Card Sharks? Thank you. What do you say, Jim?
I'm delighted to be here, Bob.
Well, we're delighted to have you here, my friend. Watch this lady, though. She's a man killer. Frank was here about 30 seconds, and he's gone. So tell us about Jim.
I'm James J. Poet. No one calls me James. The only ones that ever called me James were my school teachers when I was naughty. So almost everyone knows me as Jim, Jimmy, or JJ. I was born in Mineola, Long Island, grew up in New Jersey, found California with my bride, and never went back.
Okay. That's about as much as we need to know about you right now there, Jim, JJ, James, or whomever. You know how to play this game?
I think so.
What do you mean you think so? Well, let's find out.
I've been watching it.
Here's the first question. Cat, it goes to you. We surveyed 100 men who have been married 25 years or more. We asked them, if you could wake up tomorrow morning as an unmarried 25-year-old man, would you want to? How many men married 25 years would like to wake up as a 25-year-old bachelor?
Well, I hope that if my boyfriend and I ever get married, that after 25 years we've had so much fun that he just doesn't want to leave me behind like that. But there are a lot of men that are, you know, they're probably in their 50s around that time that wouldn't mind being 25.
Be careful, okay?
Not you. But, so I'd say probably about 35 men would like to be 25 again.
35 out of 100 would like to wake up as a 25-year-old bachelor. Jim, how long have you been married?
I've been married 43 years to a wonderful, wonderful lady. Yeah. I'm 69, and I don't think I would want to be 25 again.
I would.
No, I've had a wonderful, wonderful life. And
okay, Jim, higher or lower 35?
Lower.
Okay, you're going to make me cry here in a minute. Actual number of men married 25 years who would like to wake up as a 25-year-old bachelor is 36. Woo-hoo! Cat, you missed it by 1. But Cat has the control. All right. Cat, look at there. There are 4.
Right. Higher.
Higher than that 4. Queen.
Lower.
Lower. 8.
Let's freeze.
Freeze, sure. Freeze on that sucker right there. Watch it, ladies, how you do that. We'll be back in just a moment. Don't go away now. Welcome back to Card Sharks. All right. Hey, Jim, this is a question for you. This question involves our 10 bachelors from the United States Marine Corps. Gentlemen, again, thank you. Now, Jim, most women claim to like big, strong men. So before the show, we asked these 10 Marines, do you like big, strong women? How many of these 10 Marines do like big, strong women?
I'm a Navy man, so I don't know Marines that well, but that's going to be a low number. Even a Navy man doesn't like big, strong women. I'd say 1.
1, all right? See what Cat says. Cat,
Well,
are you a big, strong woman?
I hope not. I hope that's not what I come off as. But I think it's going to have to be higher than that just because there's not much room to go.
Oh, you think it's higher than 1?
Yeah.
All right. Actual number of these Marines who like big, strong women is 2 of them. You're right. Yeah.
I almost said 2.
Which 2 of you like big, strong women? Hey, Keith, I mean, do you date big, strong women, or did you marry one? Or?
I date about a 38, 28, 38.
Oh, now that's a big, strong woman. I like you, Keith. Thank you very much, gentlemen. All right. 38, 28, 38. Not quite.
All
Here
right,
we go.
change
What are you going to do
that.
with this 8 here?
Change it.
Okay, we'll do that. Careful now. Here we go. The 8 is a 5.
All right, higher.
Higher than a 5. Oh, no, not higher. Hey, Jim, here we go. Free chance at the card.
Okay.
The 6 is yours.
Higher.
Higher than the 6? No.
Oh, gee.
Well, let me try another question then. Cat, recently the television networks agreed to air commercials in which bras are modeled by real women, big, strong women, rather than wooden mannequins. So we surveyed 100 people and we asked them, do you approve? How many people do approve of real women modeling bras on television?
Well, I used to work at a lingerie department, and really, by seeing a bra and a mannequin, you really can't tell much about it. I mean, you know, that's just not the real thing. And I think people don't mind that. It's like a bathing suit. It's no big deal. So I think people...
Depends on who's wearing it, really.
Yeah, that's right. Or what they look like in it. But I think probably about 60 people would approve of that.
60 out of 100 people approve of real women modeling bras on television. What do you think, Jim?
I think that with the concepts that people have today, that's going to be higher.
They could be higher than that.
Higher.
Yeah, remember when your kid used to get the Sears and Roebuck catalog? First thing you look at. You get to bras, then you go to sports, and you go to toys. And you get older, you go to toys. The actual number of people who approve of real women modeling bras on television is 75 of them. Yeah, Jim. Okay, Jim, I'll keep the 6 or change the 6.
I'll keep the 6.
Keep the 6?
Higher.
Higher than the 6, yeah.
Lower.
Lower, no.
Oh, gee.
Wow. Unlucky, unlucky. Cat with a free chance.
All right, higher.
Higher than that 5? No.
God,
It happens when Lacey deals these cards. You know that?
that's
Go play
right.
sudden death, you guys. Jim thinks this is funny. You haven't won a dime. You're just laughing your little head off, aren't you? Yeah.
Boy, you talk about the luck of the cards,
I
the luck
know,
of the
yeah.
draw. Gee.
You'll be walking out the door just laughing.
Why?
Say, what
I
happened?
came with nothing, I go out with nothing.
Yeah,
No
I know
harm
the-
done.
I know the feeling.
No harm, no foul.
Here we go, sudden death. Fourth and final question. Someone has to win the game on the next play of the card, so good luck to you. Jim, the question is yours. We surveyed 100 college co-eds who belong to a sorority. We asked them, when you graduate from college, would you rather land a great job or a great husband? How many sorority women would rather land a great husband?
65.
65 out of 100 would rather land a great husband. Kat, what do you think?
Well, I was in a sorority, and at the time when you're right in college, a lot of people are just wanting to get married because all their friends are. But then again, I have a lot of friends who are real career-minded and, you know, just thought, hey, I'm going to get out there and get this great job. So I think it's going to be higher. I think these women want to get married.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Southern women like to get married, don't they?
Yeah.
The actual number of sorority women who would rather land a great husband is 41. No, it wasn't higher than lower. Yeah. So that means Jim has the control, and we're playing sudden death here, Jim. Now, Jim, on sudden death, these are your choices, my friend. You can play it out. If you make a mistake, she wins the game. Or pass it on to her with a 5. If she makes a mistake, you win the game.
I'll play it.
Gonna play it. Want to keep the 6 or change the 6?
Okay, let's change it.
Well, okay. Let's see.
Help from the audience.
All right. Took a little advice from the audience. He's going to change the 6, and now he's got an 8. Isn't that wonderful?
Oh, I have to play it out, so let's go higher.
Higher than the 8, is it? Yes, it is.
Let's go lower.
Lower than the 10. No!
Oh.
That means the Cat wins the game. Tough cards.
Yeah, they were all tough.
Cards have been ugly in this whole show, haven't they? Well, okay, we'll be back in just a moment. Don't go away, folks. And that's all the time we have for today. We'll pick it up next time when we're leaving off. For Susanna Williams, Lacey Peppers, and Gene Wood. Nice to have you back, Gene. I'm Bob Eubanks. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.